The guitar player marks a compositional change from the other Vermeer pictures in the exhibition and in his oeuvre in general. Vermeer places the figure to the left of the frame, leaving a bare wall and some books to take up the remainder of the picture. The imbalance suggests a sense of movement and impending change to this deceptively simple image. With tipped head and a gentle smile, the woman fixes her gaze on something just outside. Some magnetic presence seems to threaten to pull her from our view, suggesting that she now plays not for us, but for an unseen visitor. Whilst on loan from Kenwood House, the guitar player has been subject to an extensive technical analysis here at the National Gallery. One of the most fascinating discoveries is the high number of paintbrush bristles embedded in the paint, both in this and the other Vermeers on show. This could have been due to Vermeer using poor quality or older brushes, an intriguing insight into the state of his studio or even his financial situation towards the end of his life. Equally fascinating is a pair of fingerprints detected on the top edge of the guitar player, left, we presume, by the great master himself when the paint was still wet. Betsy Wieseman, as curator of this exhibition, were you surprised to discover that Vermeer didn't have a pristine studio, given that he presents such a clean vision of the world in his art?
Well, on the one hand, I wasn't so surprised because he did have 11 children. But on the other hand, I was surprised that it left a physical trace on the paintings.
So this kind of conflict that we perceive between process and the kind of immaculate way that he produces the image is one thing. But the other thing that's so remarkable about this work is the radical cropping of this figure and the fact that we're brought much more intimately and directly into the picture. Is this a radical departure in Vermeer's art, or am I overreading?
I think it is unusual, and one thing I should point out for this painting is that it is on its original strainer and the original canvas. It's never been cut or modified in any way.
So this is his intention?
Absolutely. I think that he did it in order to animate the composition and to give us a sort of sense of the unexpected, because it seems as if she's being pulled outside of the picture, and obviously she's looking off in that direction. Her attention is no longer on us, the viewer standing in front of her, but by something that we can't see, that we're not privy to. And I think that's Vermeer's way of enticing us even further, because there's something that we want to be a part of. And I think, you know, there's this subconscious feeling of jealousy. We want to be the one that she's looking at and that her attention is directed towards.